I'm gonna hop on my Martin Luther King shit. I have a dream. One day I'll live in a world where the government, Department of Veteran Affairs, can't fuck up an error in regards to a date that's undeniable and set in stone. What is that date? May 8th, 2012. So why, when I entered the VA May 8th, 2012, did the VA make a decision November 1st, 2011? Mind you, that's impossible without time travel. Why'd they make a decision before they had the evidence? Anyway, that's the Department of Veteran Affairs. That's the VFW inking it with pride. Now, I have a dream. What the government says one day will hold some fucking merit and will represent truth one day. But until then, I get this. 2019. This decision represents a full grant of benefits sought on appeal. Now, during that time, I was saying, you fucked up the date. And because of this fuck up, not because of this or anything of my information, because of this, that the VFW did under the Department of Veteran Affairs in my name, committed to the error, not the veteran. Because of that, I haven't gotten the money, the $127,293 I'm still waiting on, even though this says right here, this decision represents a full grant of benefits sought. If that $127,293 isn't benefits, what the fuck is it? Hello. I didn't join the service to get money afterwards. I joined the service to serve my country. And when I served, I had a fucking deal where I'd get a GI Bill to go to college. So I wouldn't have to go into debt for going to college after I went to war in hell for my country, you know? And then I found out afterwards that there's these healthcare and benefits and veteran affairs, and they do everything. They heal you, and they give you money for being broken. But I was under that impression. But the impression I get after being in their care and having this firsthand experience the whole time under Joe Biden and Bob Casey's watch is they were lying to me and committing errors to launder money away from me. Again, it's 2025. Why am I looking this again and showing the world again how fucked up the VA is and no one's doing anything? Trump could show up. J.D. Vance could show up. I could show them this and they'd be like, yep, you are overdue money. Just give us 3 months so we can sort out all the bullshit and fit your priority in our next 3 months somewhere. And so I could get my money, and then once I get my money and apology, that lines me up for the 2 $10 million lawsuits that follow this. Why? Because I shouldn't have to be fighting for this error to get fixed from the government I fucking served. And that's that. I shouldn't have to be doing any of this. So yeah, the 10 million, and then another 10 million for them committing to the error instead of the veteran and fucking saying, fuck your healthcare. If you don't like us fucking up test results, go somewhere else. That's what they did. Sleep apnea test got conspired against. The date got conspired against. Excuses came from veteran service reps to tell. The veteran service rep is telling the doctor what to say. Oh, don't believe me? That's a bit of a stretch. Oh, VSR, veteran service rep. Please tell veteran your blah, 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 blah. Sleep apnea relational problems. Okay, let me just read. Your VA examiner reported your sleep problems are more likely related to anxiety and not a respiratory condition. Now, if that was the case in 2012, right? If that was the fucking case, why is the anxiety disorder 0? How can you blame something that doesn't have a rating? Hello. Black hole much? So again, yeah, everything, including my sleep apnea. VA examiner reported your sleep problems are more likely to anxiety and not a respiratory condition. Oh, great. More reasons to buff up the anxiety, right? Oh, 0. Oh. And again, this looks like I'm making it up, and it looks like a script. But this is just the evidence I was dealt. And again, VSR made this excuse, and then someone copied and pasted the quoted fucking sentence. Word for word. Your VA examiner reported blah, 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 respiratory conditions. related to anxiety. Your blah 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 anxiety and not a respiratory condition. Blah 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 anxiety and not a respiratory condition. Hello. This is just a group of individuals who really don't care about the veteran that actually helped take out bin Laden, fucking with their records, collecting my money behind the scenes and telling me to fuck off and forget about it. I don't do that. I have a dream. My money will come this year, and I won't have to enact my nightmares of killing Joe Biden and Bob Casey. That's my dream on Martin Luther King Day. Now, I was thinking about it. Rosa Parks, she got the sympathy from the whole world from being made to change seats. I'm being made to change fucking lives and timelines. I am in a situation worse than Rosa Parks. Where's my justice? BLM could represent me. Don't care. Jewish World Order could represent me. Don't care. Russians for America could represent me. China for America. TikTok could represent. I don't give a fuck. It's a set in stone. Yeah, they fucked up. Case. That's it. How much they give me for, pain, suffering, and emotional damage is still going to be in the court's decision. And it's going to be no less than $20 million. Because I have to go get those 2 court orders for $10 million each against Joe Biden and Bob Casey because of this. That happened under Joe Biden and Bob Casey's watches. Holy shit, 50 years plus of governance? And they fuck up that bad? Yeah. So, I know I can go from 0 to 100, but let me just tell you this 1,000%. If Donald Trump or J.D. Vance comes to my house and helps me with this, my depression will turn into euphoria. I will not have depression. Donald Trump and J.D. Vance just need to come to my door, and my depression is cured. Their sight in my vicinity means I have someone backing me. And they see the shit, and they see I'm not lying. And J.D. Vance knows how the VA is. He's a veteran himself. Donald Trump only hears rumors. So even though Donald Trump could have the want and the power to change the VA, he doesn't have the experience or first-hand knowledge. We do. Me and J.D. Vance do. Hello. So anyway, I can't wait until that one paper that says benefits sought granted. All of them. Can't wait till that holds truth, In the meantime, I'm just going over these records again, looking at this bullshit. 9.2 missed breaths per hour. Google what a sleep apnea diagnosis is. Oh, here we go. Anxiety from 50 to 70. When was that? In 2020. Wow. After the fact, they fucking act like they care, right? After the fact is when they act like they care. This right here is the biggest lie the government ever told me. This decision represents a full grant sought. So where's my 100? Hold on, wait. Grabbing the other binder. No one's life is just one binder, right? Anyway, couldn't find that page I was looking for, so I just printed out a whole new fucking packet. But again, if it weren't for this injected 2011 data, Matthew's data and life would be what? Good beyond that. I mean, Matthew's life is good beyond 2019, right? 2018 is where I got accepted, so there's only 1 month in 2018 that needs a back pay. But all this green is the missed time that I wasn't paid for by the VA. They just overlooked it, but I didn't. I've been holding on to this time all this long because they're going to pay me for it. How much? Oh, don't worry. I did the math. $127,293. For... Let me show you one last time. So, no one out there makes these kind of errors, Because you don't want to be a bad person doing bad shit. This is why they owe me $127,293. Because the Department of VA, when working with the VFW, gets all buddy-buddy. Oh, whoops. We fucked up a day. Oh, whoops. No skin off our back. Just Matthew John Walter Leswicki. Oh, whoops. How? Like, literally, they're the same document, different pages. Page 1, page 2. In my catalog, I barely keep chronological order. I just have the highlights of the main disputes, you know? And my packet's 40 pages. The one you gave me is 4,000. So, you can show the law and authority and judges through your 4,000-page document. I'm just going to show them my 41-page document on why the VA still owes me $127,293. And the judge in the courtroom and the... what was it? Jury of my peers. We'll see what I'm saying. And they can bring their judgments. And if they decide, you know what, Matt? You don't even have to launch 2 lawsuits. We're going to include that in here. Because it's all the same issue. It all ties back to this. And who was in the top spot at this time? I mean, it's everything's time-stamped. Hello, July 13th, 2012. Who was our vice president? Okay. Huh. 2020 beyond. Who was our president? Huh. I was already good by then. Who cleaned that up? Whoever was president from here to here, 2018 to 2019, did a good fucking job. In 2 years, they did what takes the VA 13? Right? The VA worked since 2011. Well, they fucked up. 2012 to now, 2015, 2025. That's what, 13 years? So the VA had 13 years to correct their issue. They didn't. Donald Trump had 2. Well, he had 4 years as president, but he fixed mine in 2. He took 2016, 2017, saw my shit. Probably didn't like me because I was making threats at first. Then he saw what was going on. He's like, oh, okay, that guy has every right to be mad. We just need to show him not to be mad at. Well, to who to be mad at. I still don't know who to be mad at. Like either Joe Biden and Bob Casey did orchestrate this from the top down, intentionally, or they failed intentionally multiple times, right? Or there's just someone that really hates me working behind the scenes fucking up everything in my name. There's a couple options that it could be. I just think this whole grand conspiracy of, oh, someone just messed up once upon a time and they just didn't care to fix it. Oh, well, that's fine and all, but why should I be suffering for their mistakes? This ain't slavery. I'm not a prisoner. I'm a goddamn hero. I'm one of the fucking ones that helped take out Bin Laden. And this is how you treat me. You put me on a 12, 13-year conspiracy. And again, all I have to blame at the top is Joe Biden, Bob Casey. If I don't get my money within the next 3 months, consider Joe Biden, Bob Casey my new targets. And until they die or I get my money, we will be at war. And that will be my daily life. Let's see. When? Oh, May 8th, 2025. If I don't get my fucking money, I'm going for blood. I'm done waiting. And again, if I get more than the $127,293 and I don't have to go to court for the 2 10 million lawsuits against Joe Biden, Bob Casey, and the VA, that'd be great. That'd be, the law enforcement and governance thinking for my behalf, not the VA's, right? Oh, you've been through enough. Here's that 20 million. You're not going to have to pursue anyone for it. We're just going to give it to you for pain, suffering, and emotional damage. Because goddamn, I have all the mental fucking diseases there are, right? Crazy I'm still talking about this in 2025. This is the type of shit that blows my mind. But anyway, Joe Biden don't care. Bob Casey don't care. But Donald Trump does. And I think J.D. Vance does. And from everyone I talk to, every time I talk politics, they're like, oh, you sound just like J.D. Vance. Okay, well, if we're talking the same shit, I guess he's a good fucking dude. And, our stories kind of overlap. We have the same kind of chapters. Different details, different variables and all that. But, is he waiting 13 years for VA benefits? If he was, I think he'd be saying something as the vice president. So anyway, maybe I just need J.D. Vance or Donald Trump to come to my door. If they don't come to my door or send reps to help me take care of this VA issue, again, I'm going to turn into a terrorist and kill Joe Biden, Bob Casey. Like, imagine if someone did this to you for the past 13 years, saying, no, we don't owe you any money, and no, you're not really disabled. So enjoy it and suck it up and be thankful. Be thankful for what you got. Because that's what we felt like doing. Well, why should I be thankful for your workload on what you want? Why don't I be thankful for when you clear your workload and fulfill your duties? Kind of like I did. Again, took out the world's biggest bad guy in 10 years. I was part of that for 5. But 13 years to correct a fucking date on a piece of paper? That's the sole reason I'm out $127,293. Again, you affected more than my life, but with the $20 million you will pay me and this amount right here, I'll be able to bounce back, Give me the money and I'll make it all right. Even though you fucked it up, But anyway, that's my dream. I have a dream. 2025 will be the year the veterans are finally seen. So, if you're send the message up to Donald Trump and J.D. Vance, Matthew John Walter Leswick, or Majo Walla at 42 Anderson, needs their presence and authority and blessing and good graces and understanding. And about 30 minutes of their entire time out of their whole life. I only need 30 minutes to show you what the fuck's going on. That's it. So, if you could just, forward along this video so we can make my dream come true on Martin Luther King Day. Shout out to MLK. He was one of my heroes. JFK, one of my heroes. Anyone that represented the people when the authority just wanted to stick it to them, they're my hero. Rosa Parks, hero. Ayn Rand. I would say role model. I wouldn't say hero. Her words scare me. Her version of a hero was someone that's not afraid of the law. So she straight up said, I want someone that would rape a kid, because that's against the law. I can't back that. No. But her other views are pretty, good. Atlas Shrugged was a good book. If you read it, we're in the midst of it right now. I'm the fucking John Galt of the Atlas Shrugged book. But anyway, happy Martin Luther King Day. For Martin Luther King Day, you could at least share your dreams. He shared his once upon a time when no one was. And, people at the time probably thought, oh, they don't care what we dream about. I do. I care about everything. That's what fucks me up. The people that fucked up this error, I care about them. I'm still giving them the benefit of the doubt, and it's fucking 13 years later, and they could have fixed it any time and said sorry, but they didn't. And I'm still giving them the benefit of the doubt. That's my flaw, is I'm too merciful. Maybe naive. And I've been to war, but, I've been to war and saved people. I saved the children of the perceived enemy. I did that. Did you? Joe Biden, what did you do? Did you save people? Or did you send your own son to burn pits where he died from chemical exposures? And guess what? You hear my breath? I was exposed to the same burn pits. Are you doing anything to stop anyone else from getting exposed? No. You doing anything not to send Americans to Ukraine to die for Russian wars? No. You want to fucking mark all the low-income people that aren't taking vaccines and ship them off to Ukraine so they can become Russian targets. That's what you want, because you're a piece of shit. You and Bob Casey. I hope you both rot in hell, but even that's too good of a fate for you. I hope you blink out of existence into nothing. and are forgotten. That's what I hope for Bob Casey, Joe Biden. Everyone else, I wish them the best in life. You know, I pray you have happiness every day and are blessed. But Joe Biden, Bob Casey, I just can't extend those feelings to you. Because you truly are pieces of shit. In any other president's world, if I'm having this issue and tagging them, it's a fucking easy headline for good press. Oh, look at this. The president's helping a veteran that's been fucked with by the Veteran Affairs and the VFW for 13 years. Wow, what a great president to audit the VA and then inspect the VA through the eyes of the ones going through it firsthand, like me. Holy shit. Is reality about to come full circle? Am I about to meet Donald Trump and J.D. Vance once upon a time? Hopefully. Hopefully. I mean, they got the whole country to help. I would love if they gave me 30 minutes. That's all I need. And then after those 30 minutes, Donald Trump would bless me. He would see my side. J.D. Vance would see my... J.D. Vance is like the fucking checker. Like Donald Trump is coming to inspect my document. J.D. Vance is like the fucking word check, spell check. Since he's with the VA and a veteran himself, he knows my struggle. Donald Trump doesn't. Donald Trump wants to help me. He does care. J.D. Vance knows what goes, what doesn't. So he will play the checker. You know? It's perfect situation. The perfect situation that I needed. I just hope he forgives me for all the shit I was talking his first presidency. Because, you know, I was in a different mind state, you know? And I'm talking now. And we're post Thomas Matthews, you know, the high school student that was psychologically operated to thinking killing Donald Trump would help. If he would have killed Donald Trump, I would be in a worse situation. Again, no one in the government wants to help me. Donald Trump ain't in the government. That's the key. So when he helps me, it's going to be a win-win. If Joe Biden were to help me, it would have been a lose-lose for him since he was in charge when it happened. You know? It's almost like he did orchestrate the whole thing, and now you're finally seeing it. Or believing it. You saw it the whole time. Did I want to show all my fucking personal information and healthcare records and bullshit? No! Did I have to? Yes! But anyway, I'm just sharing my dream on Martin Luther King Day, so hopefully the dream makers can make mine come true, and I can get my $127,293, and I won't have any fucking threats from or worries about being evicted from Loan Depot. That's also working with this conspiracy behind the scenes, because, you know, Loan Depot is the one that put me in default, and then they took me out to make me think, oh, I'm going to lose my house if I don't give them money. And I'm not motivated by threats or intimidation, you know? I seek out to do the impossible. So when you tell me I can't do something, you're subconsciously challenging me. But anyway, that's my dream. I hope this year, I dream I get my money. And I hope that dream turns reality. How copy? Ogre?